Hey, what's up everybody? It's Ronnie back with RC Bassin'. We're outside today on the back deck trying to enjoy some of this nice weather. And today we're going to take a look at the Basscasters Secret Bass Box XL. Warning, warning, extreme value inside. Alright, so we're going to get into this thing, take a look at it, go over some of the baits in here, give you a price evaluation, and see what you think about the Basscasters Secret Box XL. All right, let's get started. Okay, we're going to open this bad boy up. I've done some research on the baits already, and I'll put all of that information in the description below with a link to the Basscasters website where you can take a look at the Basscasters Secret Box. All right, first things first. This is not a subscription or a monthly tackle subscription service. This is a one-time purchase. You go out on Basscasters, you select the box that you want to order. They have a regular box and they have an XL. And it looks like you're supposed to receive about $80 in value in the box. So they just randomly go through, select some baits and put it in the box and they ship it out to you. You can order it as often as you want. You can order it as many times as you want, or you can order it one time and be done with it. But that's kind of how it works. It's not a monthly subscription service, so in all fairness to Basscasters, this is not one of those things you subscribe to and you get it in the mail regularly. Alright, so I paid $39.95 for this box, and then about $8.25 in shipping, so that brought the total around $48.19. Alright, so the first thing you get in here is just a label that tells you what you paid for the box and the shipping costs. First bait is a Booyah Mele bladed jig, 3/8 ounce. Looks like this color is green pumpkin and black. So a pretty nice bait from Booyah. Next up is a bag of big bite baits. It's a 5-inch sugarcane worm, green pumpkin with blue swirl. It's like a finesse bait. These actually look like a pretty good bait. I've got a spot on the tackle wall for these, so that's probably where these big bite baits are going to end up. And for those, the Booyah bladed jig tackle warehouse is where I found it, valued it at $8.99. The big bite bait sugarcane worm, $2.99, and I found those on the Big Bite Baits website. Next bait is the Yum Genie 7.5-inch worm. The color on this one I believe is old school purple. It's an 8-pack, so it's a full pack of baits. The other baits were a full pack as well, no sample packs in here. And I found these on Tackle Warehouse for $2.99. Alright, next up, Lunker Hunt LP stick baits. Couldn't find a color on these. RC Bassin', if we can't find a color on it, we're going to call it watermelon. It's not watermelon, obviously. It looks like a blue flake and a black, kind of like a Cinco, just a stick worm. From Lunker Hunt, but a full pack. I mean, there's probably 10 or 12 baits in here. Pretty good looking baits, and found those on Tackle Warehouse for $4.99, and it is a 10-pack. Okay, next bait is a Big Bite Baits floating toad, and this is a green pumpkin and orange, right? You can probably fish these a bunch of different ways. But always, you know, toad baits, frog baits are always kind of good. You're pretty versatile. You can use them on different setups, different conditions. And so these toad tour pack is a 5-pack. Found them on Tackle Warehouse for $4.99. All right, War Eagle. Next up is the War Eagle Super Spoon. It's a 2-pack, and I found these also on Tackle Warehouse for $7.79 for a 2-pack. Now, that's the great thing about this box, and any box that you get. You often find baits that you wouldn't necessarily purchase on your own normally. I wouldn't normally go out and purchase this bait for myself, but it's a good looking bait. I don't do much spoon fishing. As a matter of fact, I don't think last season I fished with a spoon at all. But maybe this is one of those baits that pushes you out of your comfort zone, that you normally wouldn't buy, and you try it out. All right, $7.79 for those. The next bait up in here is a Rapala ripstop deep crank, deep jerk bait. So I found this one on Cabela's for $13.99. So nice looking bait. Nothing wrong with that. The color is moss, a moss back shiner. I like jerkbait fishing, especially when the water's a little bit cold out. So I look forward to putting that one on the line and getting that one in the water. Pretty good looking bait from Rapala, RPS 12. And then the next bait is a cotton cordell. I couldn't find much information on this one. The color on it is Killer Clown Minnow, and I found it on Tackle Direct for $6.99. Another jerk bait, a floating jerk bait. Not a bad looking bait, definitely worth a shot. And then last, man, check this thing out. Stop the bus, back it up. This thing is a big honking freaking crankbait, man, by Booyah, the Streak 4. This thing's supposed to run 25 feet deep. The color is real gizzard. Dude, it's huge. I've got some big Rapala DTs in there, and this thing makes them look like midgets. And this thing, I mean, if you don't catch a bass, you can knock a bass out with this thing. So it's a huge bait, huge bait. You have to pardon me, my neighbors are out here playing on their Razor and four-wheelers, acting crazy, but that's okay. So yeah, big, huge crankbait. And I found this one on Tackle Warehouse, value of $14.99, 15 bucks for this big crankbait. I wouldn't normally go out and buy it for myself, but it's a huge bait. Definitely worth a try. One of those baits that'll push you out of your comfort zone when you're trying to fish for those deep summer, dog day summer bass. To get down there deep. And I looked at bassresource.com and picked up some tips on how to fish these super huge crankbaits. Burn them down fast, get them to the depth that they're supposed to run, and then kind of slow down and finesse that bait back. But man, that thing is huge. It's going to get down there deep, trying to get after those deep summer bass. All right, so the total value of the baits in this box. Now, I didn't get $80 worth of value out of this box. But I paid $48.19 total. That's with shipping. Did I get my money out of the box? Absolutely, no doubt. Did I get $80 worth of value out of the box? No, I didn't. Did I get more out of the box than what I paid for it? You better believe it. So $28.26 in value above the purchase price for me. That doesn't include shipping. But if you include the shipping costs in there, then that puts the value above what I paid for the box at $20. I'll take $20 in value any day. And so I'd like to kind of wrap up by saying, listen, you know, I know and I'm going to catch some flack for this, and that's okay. There's a lot of people out there that complain about these boxes and what they get in them. Baits made in China, fake companies, this is junk, this is garbage, this is a hot dumpster, I wouldn't buy it. Hey, listen, man. That is the beauty about getting these boxes. It's a surprise. It's something that I am a true tackle addict, right? My name is Ronnie, and I have a problem. I'm addicted to fishing tackle. The problem is I don't want to get better. So I can never get enough fishing tackle. And so the great thing about these boxes is you get stuff every month, or when you order these boxes, that you normally wouldn't go out and probably pick up on your own. But it's baits that kind of push you out of your comfort zone and make you try some new methods, some new techniques, and try some new baits. I love that. So I'm going to tie all these baits on at least one time and see what I can catch with them. And then just the surprise, right? I'm like a kid in the candy store on Christmas morning whenever these boxes and bags show up. I love getting them in the mail. I love getting into them, doing research on the baits, figuring out how to fish them the best way, and then bringing you information on them. So I'll make you a deal. If you've got some junk baits that you've received in your tackle subscription boxes, they're just hot dumpster messes and you don't want them, I'll put my shipping address in the description below. Send them to me. I will take them out on the water and try them out and do a review of them on the channel and see what we can catch with those baits. And then I'll give them to somebody else who wants to get into bass fishing, or just wants to get into fishing, or may not have an opportunity to go out and purchase a lot of tackle on their own and need some stuff to help them get started. I will do that. So send me your junk baits, your gimmick baits, your Danny Ducks. Send them to me. I'll try them out. And if I can't catch anything on them, I'll be the first one to jump on with you and say, yep, they're not great baits. Probably not something you want to go out and buy. All right, so I know that was kind of short. I wanted to give you a quick overview of the Basscaster box. Saw a couple of other channels had done some unboxings and reveals on it. Thought it was worth giving it a shot. And so I look forward to seeing what else they come up with in the future. I think they're getting ready to launch a new line of baits. I've been in touch with the company. I'm excited to see what they have to offer out there. And Basscasters, you know who I am. So if you want to get me in on the front end of your products and get them out there and get a good review on them, ship it to me. I'll do it for you. I'll take care of that business. All right, team. Hey, thanks to everyone who watches. Leave some comments below. Let me know what you think about your monthly subscription boxes or Basscasters. Tell me about your gimmick baits, your dumpster fire baits that you've got in your subscription boxes. And like I said, send them over. I'll try them out, and we'll get them on to someone else who really needs them to get into fishing. All right, until we talk again, stay safe, tight lines, and hook them up.